Telephone number 214.
What's up, YouTube?
Telephone number 2143. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 6823.
Triple dial. Seems pretty decent. He just stopped answering me. He said he was off work today. He has not answered once. So I put him back in.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
Coffee break over. Facebook leads.
If you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Isaiah Malonson, calling about the house in Orlando.
Stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Isaiah, calling about the house in Orlando.
Stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available.
You know what? I said I was going to go live. I'm in Florida, a tan off my $10,000 assignment. New location. Who's this? That's what's up, bro. Let's go.
Bro, I'm making calls now. What are the good places to tackle in Zillow? I want 4 different cities so I can do 100 a day, 25 each city. 100 what a day? All you need is 3 offers. That's it. Don't overdo it. But look, if y'all just want to join the Discord, I'm gonna hop in there. I said I would do that today, so here I'm in the public classroom right now. I'll just live stream. Cool. So if y'all want to join that, just click the link in the description. Let everybody know. Fizzbos. Chat room. There you go. Yeah, if y'all want to hop on here with me, ask me whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing this. All right, I'm gonna keep trying some of these new leads. Things I did get your message. I'm only accepting offers from people that have seen the house in person. What's up, bro? What's up, JoJo?
What's up, bro?
Calling leads around 6. 1, 2, 3. 3 over there. You can see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna call these new leads first before I call Zillow leads. These are Facebook.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying.
The hell, man.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Isaiah calling about the house in Fairburn.
Thanks. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available.
16. Let's see what this is about. Skip trace it real quick. Hmm. Hmm.
Llamada se le envió al buzón.
Did you want to ask me something, JoJo?
Yeah, I was saying, when I had commented on YouTube, I was talking about 100 dials a day, 25 different, 100 dials a day and 25 in each city.
Yeah, I'd say it doesn't matter how many dials you make, just as long as the only reason I would be tracking my dials is so I could know how many dials it maybe takes to get to 3 offers a day. Like,
Right.
but if you just do 3 offers a day, then there's no need to do all that. The only reason I track my dials is because I have people on my team, and it's a way to keep track of like how much they're working.
Mhm. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, what are you calling? Just your cell phone?
I'm calling different I'm calling on PPL too. I got some
But I'm
PPL.
saying, like, calling using your cell phone or
Oh yeah. Using my cell phone, but on Google, I got a Google Voice number.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then yeah, you don't need to really track your dials at all.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Just off for the day. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, just
All right, man.
and try to make each one 30 minutes.
Right.
After I'm done with these, I only got like probably 2, 3 more left of these Facebook ads. I'm just gonna call Zillow right now. Like, but after like I just double dial these 3 leads.
Okay. Finally caught you, bro. I've been watching your dial. I finally caught you though, man. I ain't caught you in a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I be trying to.
Watching your dials, bro. For sure.
Yeah, I gotta be. As long as I'm just consistent with the uploads, like the shorts and the videos. But yeah, the lives I can do those pretty fast, pretty quick, pretty easily.
Yeah.
Let me call this guy El Paso, Texas.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
And look, if anybody wants to join the Discord, there you go. But yeah, if anybody else wants to join the Discord, it's in the description. What's up? What's up, Nathaniel?
Our calls today.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated.
Good. They're going, pushing. Yeah, you said how are the calls going?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going. I'm just pushing them, just making them. I made a lot of disposition calls today and trained with my disposition manager and try to put out some fires.
Have you looked into Enzo dialing? I know I talked to you about that. I think it was yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, I think you talked to me about it before. I just remember talking about it, but no, I don't really use a dialer. I just use my CRM.
Game changer.
But as far as like my friend, he built a platform where I could have 3 to 5 AI agents calling people simultaneously, at one time. So I'll just put in a list of leads in there, and then they'll call them. It does a pretty good job.
I'm sure if that's legal in every state, so I have to be careful with that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want a lawsuit.
no, that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna call 2 more leads. All right, Ben and Angie. Hold up.
What about you, John? Are you making calls right now?
Yeah, man. I'm making calls, bro.
Nice.
I got PPL going right now. I'm finna start getting on Zillow in a second.
I'm gonna call this.
Check that comment on YouTube.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
I just replied to it. I'm not sure if you saw it.
You replied to it?
Yeah, I replied to it. I think you should get a skip tracing service, like Xlead, prop tree.
Yeah, I got prop sharing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
call.
I like call people that don't know where to go yet.
Yeah,
It's Zillow be cool though because they ready to sell. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to sell.
I agree with you. The only thing is that agents are calling them, investors are calling them, other wholesalers calling them. So I know Isaiah. He's the first one that calls them because they're posted within 24 hours. But that's only one thing. Depending if you're calling different things.
Yeah. Isaiah, let me ask you.
Use Zillow.
Isaiah, let me ask you, bro. I meant to ask too. You say 3 offers a day. So let's say you get your 3 offers a day. You just clocking out for the day.
you can. Yeah, 100%. Now, you obviously want to push yourself as much as you can. you know, so that you could, force the success faster or have more
Right.
success and get better. But I have that limit there. It's really just a limit, like a medium or a minimum, you know.
Right.
So even on the worst days, yeah, if you're like feeling like really bad that day, just make three leads, get it over with, but you want to shoot for more. And that's just the acquisition side, so if you made three offers for the day, I mean, you're just done with being an acquisition manager. I mean, if you're doing it by yourself, you probably got like way more things to do after those three offers.
Right.
Follow up with deals, um, find title companies, find buyers, things like that. So I mean, that's just one part of the day. So I guess no, yeah. So I guess no, you don't clock out for the day. You just that's it for the offers.
Right. Okay.
Some of these leads here.
So it's my first time on the south of the country. It's so hot over here.
Yeah, where you at?
Florida. I'm in West Palm Beach.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Visiting a lady.
Let's see.
Yeah, as soon as I got here, I was like, I gotta change shirts. I was wearing a black shirt now. I was like, I gotta wear this shirt.
Let's see.
How long have you been doing wholesaling for?
I've been knowing about wholesaling for a nice amount of time, but I just actually became full time. I just quit my job probably about a month ago.
Same here. I've been doing it full time for the last 4 months.
Yeah.
I'll just do like DoorDash or Amazon Flex, just pay my bills, and then I mean, yeah, I'm taking the trip right now, but I mean, all my income went right back into the business.
Yeah. Yo,
It cost me like $2,000 a month because I mean, my flights are paid for through my mile points, and then whatever you do here as far as the cost. So you're about to ask a question.
how your business been coming along these past 4 months? You became full time.
Everything's been great. I usually do about 1 or 2 deals, or at least have one in the pipeline. Kind of been doing a lot of trial and error. I just purchased Enzo dialer, so it does 14 dial. So I'm not sure if you were watching Isaiah's trick the other day, but I expressed that within like 20 seconds, this dialer made 40 calls.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, this is very impressive. So I haven't been able to use it yet because I've been getting ready for my trip. But next week, once I actually get back into the job. But I also have a lot of investors who are also realtors. So they allow me to get access to the MLS, and I just call like fire listing. And then I have someone that's joining me from Washington who wants to pretty much be my mentee, and then they'll just be making calls for me while I dial it on the Enzo dialer.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's lit.
But I mean, if I could do 1 or 2 deals a month by myself, I mean, if I had someone else, or I'm about to hire a VA from a Spanish country, because where I'm at in Wisconsin, there's a lot of Spanish speaking people.
Yeah.
So I need to find someone who can close and speak Spanish. Because you know, 50-50. I'm sorry?
You're not that far from me. You in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin. Yeah. Well, not currently, but yeah, born and raised.
Yeah. That's cool.
Just trying to look for a house.
But yeah, before I was doing this, I was an Uber driver, and I'm actually glad I deactivated my account because I wouldn't be talking to you guys right now.
That's what's up, bro. The business gonna come. The business gonna come. I see it's clean.
I'd rather make $5,000 off a deal in 30 days than work for someone to make $5,000 in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, because you know you're gonna be able to build it to it with whatever you want to.
Exactly. It's not doing the vertical live. What's going on with that?
Yeah, because I could clip it up if I do horizontal. So like, it's easier for me to clip it up and make a short out of it or a Instagram reel.
Sure. Do you get more views doing the shorts than you do the vertical live?
Yeah.
Sure.
Love it.
That was my only suggestion when I mentioned it to you was get more subscribers. But I noticed that you got more views when you did those vertical lives.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't anything crazy though. It wasn't anything like noticeable because I mean the lives, as long as I'm consistent with it, I mean they're up and down all the time. Needs repairs, selling it. Temple, Texas.
Yo, what's the word?
What's good, Twan?
How's it going?
Just making these Zillow calls and just looking at a house. I think I found one, but yeah. What you got going on?
Not much. I make thousands on.
Let's see here. So my house is 120. And they're asking way too much, I think. I see that's a lot. 3-1. Shit. Next door to VA hospital, blah 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 blah. Remodeling middle room. It's time for someone who wants to put love into it. It needs repairs. All right, let me just call them. What's up, everybody? All right, I'm gonna call this lead right here. Just make sure y'all mute yourself.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Double dial. Yes, ma'am. So
They countered back at 365.
365.
Yeah, 365 with 3% closing costs, 2.5% in the buyer's agent compensation, and no non-refundable deposit.
Well, no.
Yeah.
There's not really about that. There's literally nothing I can do about that. Like, the seller's not going to take that.
No. So 5,000 is the lowest
5,000 what?
for the non-refundable.
I mean, they can maybe do 3,000 non-refundable. And 365. I mean, come on. With 5.5% to them? No.
Well, they have their own agent, so it's 3% in closing costs for the buyer, and they have their own agent, so 2.5% for the agent.
Yeah, so they want 5.5%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Okay.
So I guess I could counter back at 365. No closing costs are covered by me or whatever. They cover their own closing costs. And 2% commission. 2% commission. No closing costs are covered by me, like, on their side. And then yeah, that's 2.5 or 2% commission.
with the 3,000 non-refundable.
Yeah.
And then they do need the 45 days for closing if they agree to anything. So
Yeah,
is
that's
the
okay.
seller going to extend his contract with you?
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, my contract is good till like August.
Okay. Yeah, because what I had said that you had like 90 days. The
Yeah,
date that you signed.
90 business days.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense.
Hmm.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, I'll see what we can do.
All right, bye. Okay. Tempo. Yeah, let's try it one more time.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you
Yeah, it's like 2, so 3, 4.
But I say
Uh,
the Discord chat.
it should always be 1% of the sales price for EMD.
That's how I do things.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's typical for sure. I mean, I was just I was just counter offering.
The buyer trying to put in their counter offer.
Yeah.
How much you trying to sell for?
Well, I mean, it's not a deal either way, dude, because I'm locked up. It's not that I'm locked up too high with the sellers. I just had an inspection report, and based off the inspection report, it needs a lot of work. So because of that, yeah, I am locked up too high. So like it's locked up at like 420 right now, and like they're offering like 365.
Well, I mean, you could use that inspection as leverage to actually negotiate.
Yeah, I know. Trust me.
Hey, this is what we got. Was it like foundation issues?
Just electrical.
Hello?
Hey, I was calling about that house on Inglewood Ave. I had just seen it on Zillow.
Here.
How you doing, brother?
Doing good.
I'm great. I'm actually very grateful to be alive. I appreciate you asking that. You're like the first person to ask me that all day. But yeah, my name's Isaiah. I was just seeing if I could make an offer on this. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, you're good.
All right, cool. And what was your name?
Yeah, Cody Campbell.
J. Cody Campbell.
Yeah,
That's what's up. What do I call you, Jay?
that's fine.
All right, cool. But yeah, Jay, just to be transparent with you, I am an investor. So I am looking for a fix and flip project. I mean, we do have rentals as well. So I have like one other person that I work with, my partner. His name's Ian, and he actually saw this one earlier, and just wanted me to give you a call and just see if it's something that we can put in our portfolio or not. You know, just find out a little bit more about it, and then at the end of the call, we usually like to give offers sight unseen on the first offer. So if you had a second for me. Um, but yeah, I saw this earlier. Was this? It looks vacant, obviously. I mean, was this a rental property for you, or was this your primary residence that you were living in at one time?
No.
Okay, you bought it as an investment.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So what? You just had this for like a week or a month?
Yeah.
For like a week. All right, sweet.
I've got it all cleaned out and
All right, sweet. That's good. Did you have did you have an inspection done on this or a report of like ARV or anything?
No, I haven't.
No inspection was done?
No, I haven't done the first one. It doesn't need a new roof, I know that for sure.
All right, cool. Was it how bad is the roof? Like was it leaking or has it caused any other?
It's got no damage on it.
Okay, cool. So I'm guessing you just bought this at like a really low price and you're like, that has to be a deal.
I'll just fix it up and put it on.
Yeah. What numbers were you looking at when you bought it? I said like what numbers were you looking at when you bought it? Like how much it would cost to maybe put the work into it and then how much you'd potentially sell it for.
That's like 254, and I think it's going somewhere around there, maybe a little bit. I'll probably put 30 in it. The bathroom we've already done updated, so we'll have. Great. Hang on, okay.
Let me see. You said the bathroom was updated.
Yeah, the bathroom was big, that has new stuff surrounding tile on the floors and everything.
Did you do that or
Painted in there. Yeah.
did you do that or you bought it like that?
No, it was like that, it was already been redone.
Okay. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. So I guess I'm looking at like half of the first bath. This is in the master bedroom. The other bathroom.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the bathroom and master, it kind of goes down to the room. I mean, the sink part, and
Yeah.
then it goes into where the toilet and the shower are.
I see that. Okay. Let me see. I don't see pictures of that though. The master bathroom. So you put these pictures on Zillow yourself?
Yeah,
Okay. So I see one picture with like the tub. I'm guessing the updated tile or whatever in the stand-up shower next to a toilet. Is that the master bathroom? Like the other part of the master bathroom, or is that the second bathroom?
probably it might look alike.
Okay. And then there's no flooring throughout the master bedroom. Or I guess throughout the house. Okay. So are both bathrooms updated or just that one?
Yeah, well,
They look identical.
yeah, pretty much they tile on the floor and on the toast rack.
All right, sweet. I guess kind of walk me through what we're I know you said you put 30K into it. What are some of the biggest things that you would do, if you were gonna fix it up yourself, like flooring, said probably paint the cabinets. Did you get a quote on the roof?
No, I can get one though. We get it here.
10. It's not too bad. 10,000. Yeah, it is like almost 2,000 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
And this little back house, like this little garage shed, what's the condition of that?
It's just like a little storage shed in the backyard. It needs a little bit of siding work on the backside, and then maybe a little fascia on the front, and then just paint it.
Okay, it's not falling down or anything.
Oh no, yeah, it's in good shape on the inside.
Gotcha. So you're saying flooring, paint, and then a new roof. and then I guess paint the cabinets. Yeah.
Yeah, whole house needs painted for sure. And then some doors need replaced, thicker doors. Cabinets, have to trim it around them, just a few little things like that.
I got you. You do a lot of flips in Lubbock?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you're from.
Yep.
We actually just had a house in Lubbock. It was a few weeks ago, but we were at the closing table and everything, or we were going to the closing table, but turns out there was another person inherited on the will or on the deed or whatever, and so
I've had that before.
dude, I hate when that happens. Yeah, so we try to contact that person, and they were like, "Screw you! No, I'm not selling. I'm not signing anything."
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. I'm assuming you got title insurance on this though when you bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got title.
That's just, does that garage door work fine?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then how is the inside of that? Just going based off the things I cannot see in the picture so far.
Inside the garage,
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah, I think the wall in it, but it doesn't need much. Oh, there's a few holes in the walls on the inside too, but
Okay.
you can catch it on some walls.
I got you. You're saying just in the garage or throughout the house?
No, inside the house. I don't think there was any holes in the garage.
Okay.
This one bedroom had a pretty good sized hole in it. There's a few little ones
Okay, I see. Yeah, I see a little hole in a picture. Yeah, and then the tile probably. I mean, the tile looks nice in the kitchen, I guess, but it's a little outdated.
there. Yeah, oh yeah, on the floor for and then it's got like new, which was already there. But there's a few boxes of that left in the garage.
I think of
The room probably needs to be done in that too. Running, kind of going down that hallway that's going to the laundry too.
the flooring
Yeah, that you see the laminate flooring that's in the living room.
in the living room.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The fireplace.
the laundry. I was just saying there's a few boxes that left in the garage that would be enough to finish the laundry room out.
Okay. Would be enough to finish the laundry room. Okay. Hmm. And does this have central AC?
Yeah.
And that works okay? Do you know how old it is? Do you have any idea?
Uh,
Yeah, you probably know some guys to get everything done for 30K.
Yeah, I do a lot of work myself.
Yeah. No, that definitely comes in handy. The outside looks really good if those are still updated. Yeah, it's really just the inside.
Yeah. So I just need, I would take that off, that's for sure. But I mean, do the room, take the exterior,
Okay, and it'd probably sell for 250. So I mean, yeah, your asking price like plus 30K, that's like 208, you know, not to mention like holding costs and realtor costs. So I mean, are you a little negotiable on the asking?
uh, maybe a little bit right now, I'm just now kind of
Yeah. Are you not trying to sell it to like an investor or anything? You're just trying to sell it to
I'm just now starting to like call people and have people look at it, so, I mean, I'm not gonna go way down to the price yet.
yeah, I guess yeah, I got you. Yeah, no, that's fair. But you have an idea of what other investors would probably come in at, like probably below 170. I'm assuming, like, yeah. All right, well, Jay, So basically, I mean, everything you told me, all I did was just shoot it over to my partner Ian. He's literally in the room right next to me. Uh, and so every time I'm on the phone, he just runs a CMA. He just looks at comps and everything, and just tells me what does he think the best that we could do on prices. I know you said you're probably not going to go too low on on anything right now. You want to like get a little feeler for everything. How soon are you looking to close on it?
It's possible.
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we gave you like a good number that made sense for both of us, I mean, do you think you'd make a decision today and sign a contract today?
Would y'all want me to go look on it?
Yeah. So we always put a due diligence period in there, and we just have two contractors go out and give us a quote of repairs as long as it meets our budget, right? So if Ian says it needs like 30,000, like you said, then all we would do is we'd get a contractor out there, give us a quote for the work, parts and labor. And as long as it stays within that $30,000 budget, you know, and that's, including like, any like unforeseen risks or whatever. As long as it stays within our budget, then, we close pretty quick. But yeah, I mean, if we could get you a number that made sense for you, is that something you do is sign a contract today for a good price? Obviously it has to make sense for both parties. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Um, and this is just you on the title, I'm assuming, right? Is there anybody else that you'd have to talk to?
No. No, it's okay.
Okay. All right, sweet. Well, look, Ian's in the other room. All I'm gonna do is just go back there and just see what he thinks. He's gonna show me comps and estimated cost of repairs based on everything he told me. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, and I could get an offer for you right now, and then we could just go from there. I'm just gonna put you on a quick hold, like 30 seconds, and I'll be right back with the CMA and everything and a number, and then yeah, we'll just go from there. Okay. So,
Okay.
all right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna put you on a hold. Give me 1 second. Whoa, whoa, guys, super rusty, guys. Rusty team. Whoa.
And how big you at?
Uh, well, as far as for this, we got to be at like, look, if ARV is 250, 260, we got to be below 150. Always. It's just a rule of thumb. So if the ARV is ever going to be like 250 or 260, it's always going to be, below 250. Wait, so what the fuck? Where's Inglewood? Inglewood Ave. Nigga, what is he talking? Let's see. 12. Elmwood Ave. Elmwood. Okay, there's Englewood Ave. The fuck? Okay, here we go. Ours is 212 though. Okay, it's right there. Would you want me to be a second for us? Not yet. Or you can if you think it'll help. I don't know.
No, I mean, I was just asking you before I go out there and start calling people.
No, I am probably gonna need you a second voice.
Oh, you're gonna need me.
Yeah. Hey Jay, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I got Ian here right next to me. He was actually having trouble finding it on the map, but I think we found it.
How you doing, Jay?
Yeah, they put it in the wrong spot, and I told them I've been dealing with Zillow trying to get them to move it to the right spot because it went to the wrong location.
Yeah, I think we found it now though.
Yeah, it's right off Frankfurt and Inglewood. They call it Frankfurt and Insect. Or close to Frankfurt.
Well, I see 82nd Street and 80th Street.
Yeah, right off 82nd.
Okay.
On Inglewood right there.
I gotcha. I think, but one thing I forgot to ask, right? So he didn't really exactly have a polished number for me yet, but the foundation, is that a crawl space or is that a slab
No, it's
foundation?
concrete foundation.
Concrete slab. And have you
Yeah.
seen any cracks or anything or settling with that?
Never.
Okay. All right, Ian just went back in his office. He's gonna keep running numbers. Just ticking off the boxes.
Figured out.
Yeah, I mean, I just have just these last questions. Like lot size. I mean, now that we found the neighborhood, that's good. We're just having trouble finding it on the map. But lot size and year build, and then electrical. If you don't know, if you're not sure on the lots, no, that's cool.
I can look up the year bill on LCAT right now if you want to.
Let me see. On Zillow it says 1978. You think that's right?
Yeah, that's probably right.
Have you redone the? Well, I guess you haven't done it, but have you looked at the plumbing or the electrical at all?
No. I mean, I've turned on all the things and all the faucets are working fine and everything.
Okay, but you didn't like do any inspection on the electrical at all, like see if it's up to code or want to have any hot wires or anything.
Now the electricity's on and everything's working.
Okay,
I didn't do an inspection on the house.
all the utilities are on. All right, yeah, but he's just gonna finish running that CMA based off of that. I mean, and yeah, since you don't know, you didn't run an inspection. I mean, we are just gonna do. I mean, we have to like just assume worst case scenario. I mean, because if we're feeling like if we're gonna flip it for 250 or 260, we're probably gonna have to upgrade some of those things for someone who's like retail getting a loan or FHA or something.
What, the electrical?
Yeah, potentially the electrical or the plumbing or yeah.
Okay. Well, you wouldn't have to, but
You don't think so?
no, for sure not. I wouldn't have to do what I was doing.
Sweet. And the windows, are any of those cracked or they're double pane or they're
Just a paint, not the full window. Just need a new glass.
in the master bedroom?
No, it's the just one of the other bedrooms.
I got you. And I mean, is there anything else about the house that you feel like I didn't ask that I mean maybe if you were in our shoes you would want to know?
No, I think I mean, besides y'all just needing to look at it, to look at it yourself to make sure you want it.
I got you. And the hot water heater?
Yeah, it's working. It's good.
You didn't do anything to that though, or do you know the age of it?
I haven't done it. I've cleaned up the house and that's it.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you. Yeah, pretty much like a wholesale.
Yeah.
Jay, I mean, I do want to ask you, I mean, I know you said you're trying to get a feel for like the market and other buyers or whatever. But I mean, if we did pay all cash, so like we don't have to go get a loan or anything, like maybe we might get a hard money lender for some of the funds, but like if we paid all cash, it was a quick close and we took it as is. And I mean, we covered the closing costs for you. I mean, what would you say you really absolutely need to walk away with on this?
You cover the whole.
If we cover all the closing costs, yeah, and buy it as is.
I'd probably do 170.
Mm,
Actually, I'd do 168. Do it all the closing.
68. I got you. Yeah, I mean, you're saying it needs 30K. I mean, Ian might come back and say something like 40 to
I was
50.
telling you that's what I would put into it.
Yeah, right. And
Well,
yeah,
y'all have to do the same thing I do for 30. Just tell you what I would think.
right. I mean, so keeping that in mind, I mean, is that 168 negotiable at all?
Yeah.
No. Okay. So anything below 168, you're saying like even like 165 is a deal breaker for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
All
All
right.
right.
Anything below that, I'll just pick it up myself and I'll put it market.
Anything below 168, you'd keep it?
Yeah, I'll pick it up myself. And sell it for 250.
Would you, what, did you get this for like 150 or something?
Look more.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Well, shoot. All right, let me just go grab Ian one more time. And see if he's done, and then we could just give you a final number. I mean, I'm gonna try my best, and I'm gonna tell him what you said. You know, you bought it for a little bit more than 150. So I'm gonna see if we could do the 168. And I mean, if we did get the 168, you're saying like you would move on that today?
How long is y'all conditions deal?
So we usually do about a 5-day due diligence. I mean, if we did that and we covered all the closing costs at 168, 5-day due diligence, you think you'd sign on that today?
Probably. And
Yeah. I mean, worst case, 5 days,
correct. Where's my woman?
So we're based out of Dallas.
Okay.
Office is in Addison.
Okay.
Yeah, so a little bit away, bit of a drive. But
Right.
I mean, like I said, luckily we don't really have to go out there and see it ourselves. We just have some trusted contractors. Yeah, that's really all you need nowadays. Trust is everything though. But all right, well look, let me put you on hold. I didn't mean to put you on 2 holds, dude. But I appreciate your patience. Just give me like 30 more seconds. I'll grab you in one more time, and if you have something to say, you'll say something. But I should have an offer for you, and just see if we could do the 168.
Okay.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right.
Rusty, man. Rusty. Oh, you did? Okay. Did you look in the other link?
I'm saying I thought that was the house.
Oh, no. I mean, it's next door.
But all these pictures are accurate.
Yeah. No flooring. I mean, really, it does need like 50 to 60K worth of work. And so honestly, we need to be at 130. That's just what it is. 130, 120. Like he's just buying shit. He's probably a good buyer because he'll overpay for shit.
What's his name?
Jay,
Sounds.
he sounds like my first mentor, James Wells. He bought it like 3 weeks ago. You want to just come over here?
Yeah, that's where I'm.
Yeah. You do it. You talk numbers with him. He seems like a numbers guy. All right, ready? All right, y'all just make sure y'all are muted. All right. What's up, Anthony? But all right, just yeah, make sure you stay muted. All right, I'm gonna take it off. All right, Jay, I'm here. You still there? I appreciate your patience, bro. I do have Ian with me here again.
How you doing, Jay? That's good. So I mean, I'm looking into the numbers on this. Isaiah said you just picked this up a few weeks ago.
I was gonna fix it up myself, but I was looking at another one and we need to get started to work on, so I'm just trying to hold it a little more.
I gotcha. So I mean, Isaiah was telling me that you were saying that you thought 250 would be the resale value on this. I totally agree there. Possibly even 255 or so. It's just I do think that on the repair costs we're a little off. I mean, what were you anticipating like a full cosmetic on this to look like to cost you?
30K.
How much were you anticipating putting into this to get that, like to make it worth that 250 or so?
But like I said, I do a lot of work myself, and
Mhm.
I got guys that do stuff a little cheaper than what else. So
Yeah, I was
45 for something else, but I was playing up the guys there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna ask you is if you did the work yourself. Because that's where I usually do 25 square foot. Stay pretty safe. It's usually what it'll cost us on a full cosmetic, which brings us to just over 45, 46, 875. And I mean, I'll kind of just show you how I typically run my numbers. Is, I'll take the value that I think I can resell it for, let's say 250, and then I'll multiply that by point 0.9 so that I'm building in room that I don't get screwed over in the end with realtor commissions when I go to resell it, just a little bit in holding costs, interest on the hard money. So I always multiply it by point 0.9 to build that in there, which brings us to 225. And like I said, I would be looking at putting about 46 875 into it for the rehab. So I mean, in a perfect world, Jay, I'd be breaking even at 178. I think, yeah. So at 178, 125. I mean, Isaiah was telling me that anything under 168, I think it was, you wouldn't entertain. Um, but I mean, yeah,
I think it's a little bit that closer to the rest is all pretty cold weather. You don't have to worry about that. Granted, that's flushes and very, I would figure it out. Yeah, fine. If you could replace the floor in the kitchen or legal, they look fine, but it's kind of just a over white tile. And then of course carpet in the restaurant. But if they're looking for the roof, I'd spend like 20 grand on the house.
yeah, and I mean I think, I mean, yeah, with it not needing, not everything, and we could possibly still keep the kitchen how it is, like you said, bathrooms are updated. If we don't need to touch those, I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be 46 for the cosmetic rehab, but I think it would be still about closer to 30. And then, like you said, plus the roof, it'd still bring me back up to about that number. Um, so like even in a perfect world at 168, and that'd be in a perfect world, which we don't live in, we'd be making 10,000 after risking putting that much into it. I mean, do you think you can work with us on that price at all?
I'm gonna fix it up myself. Do what y'all would be doing.
Yeah. I mean, you don't think it would make sense to, I mean, just get in and out quick and, still make a little something? Um,
Okay. I'll pay 150 for it and then cleaned out. Guys are picking up supposed to get it all trashed out, cleaned out, because it's full of crap. Take the price of 160.
I gotcha. Um, well, I mean, I do at least want to, leave you with something. So, I mean, I do have a number that, I'd be willing to pick this up at, close literally as soon as title clears on this as well. And I mean, it wouldn't be a penny less, than this. We'll cover both sides, closing costs and any title fees that may come up. But,
And look, Jay, also like based on what you're telling us, the number's probably not going to work for you. But I mean, we appreciate you spending all this time on the phone with us. So we at least just have to give you with something. That way, where we would have to be at. I feel like we're just the traditional fix and flippers. So yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, what might cost you 30, it's going to cost us like closer to 50. So I just feel like this is going to be a across the board number that you might get from other fix and flippers, but yeah, all in all, we'd probably have to be at around $135,568 is what it comes out to.
mhm.
Okay. Okay, well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. If anything changes or if you come across any other properties, just keep us in mind. And
Oh.
yeah,
Okay, thank you.
yes,
We
sir.
could always do the same for you, Jay. I mean, we come across a lot that we don't want ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, how often are you buying properties yourself?
Well, but there, anything in Liverpool y'all find, holler at me.
Okay, for sure. We'll send it to you.
Look,
Would you look at anything? Would you look at anything commercial or you just residential?
keep commercial, but I'm kind of, it's mainly residential, I don't.
Okay.
All right. Well, sounds good. I appreciate your time, Jay. And yeah, we'll keep you in mind if we come across anything and then do the same for us.
I appreciate it.
All right. Later.
Have a good day.
That was just a rep for real. That was just one repetition. Literally, that's all that was. Sydney, I need a whole section for tomorrow. Choo, it's going Berkey on the dock. Lubbock, Texas. What y'all thinking? What's up, Anthony? What you been up to? What you? What's going on? What you got going on, bro?
No, really, I had took a break from wholesaling to like do some other stuff, some other business ventures, but
Uh huh.
I'm getting back into it now.
Oh yeah. What were you doing?
I'm ready.
What else were you doing?
I was doing ads. I was making like ads for businesses and like trying to run what's it called, like growth operating.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just like too much of a it's a whole different beast, bro.
Yeah.
Like just trying to figure out what work just trying to figure out what work with like meta ads and stuff like that. Like just creating the ads because it was like AI. Like I don't know if you be seeing like the little like the claymation ads and the
Yeah.
Pixar ads and stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, we actually have somebody running our Facebook ads, Chandler Sane. So
I was doing like that type stuff.
yeah, it does come in handy if you know what you're doing. People are willing to pay a lot of money for that if you're like actually good at it.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's just like you gotta constantly be like in a creative state of mind for that though. And this is like when you dealing with multiple people, it could just be like a burnout, especially like if you don't really got a team. So I was just doing it by myself.
Oh yeah. I feel like shit, I feel like anything, any venture is gonna be a burnout or a hustle at first.
Mm-hmm. Like I haven't closed a deal since I haven't even closed a deal this year because I was doing that. Last time I closed a deal was like November, like around close to Thanksgiving.
Bro, if you got that one deal, cashed out, balled out for a second, you ain't been at it since.
No, I was added after that. I was added.
Really?
No, I was added after that. Yeah, but yeah. No, you funny as shit.
Not.
No, I was in Arizona, bro. I was trying to hit you up, but you wasn't responding.
Oh,
Well, when you did respond, like I ain't even. I had left.
oh, yeah, that's my fault. Yeah, I get a lot of G messages.
No, it's cool. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to link with bro, but it's cool. I'm gonna be back down there. Cause my sister live down there, so I'll be coming down there like every now and again.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah,
Mhm.
I did a lot of stuff since I've been out here, dude. Yeah, linked up with Eric Klein and Andy Elliott. I mean,
Yeah, I be watching YouTube.
I think George Twan and Blada remember that the most of like, we'd watch them videos every day in the Discord. Just being with them in person was pretty crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I know that was like a big thing for you.
Yeah, it was. It's actually insane. But now,
It's like you get a mentor by him.
I mean, I did pay Eric Klein, yeah, 15K to be my mentor. So I mean, I have like access to like all of his weekly calls. He has like 3 or 4 weekly calls, and then then he has the elite day. So we get to go to his office or whatever. I haven't been in a little minute though. Well, since probably like January, February, but it's all good. I mean, I got his number and stuff. Yeah, it's a different beast out here, bro. A lot of life lessons I learned. A lot of different life lessons than from when I was in Dallas or when I was in Houston or when I was back in Louisiana. But a lot more responsibilities. But I learned a lot. I mean, this is what I signed up for. So definitely a different beast out here. And I was gonna make a video about this, because I'm sure all y'all know what I'm talking about or can relate to, like losing momentum or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
like it's so easy to it's so easy to do that. I mean, and even geniuses do that, right? Now there is something true. It's like how do you like not stop and how do you be the best? It's a mixture of obsession and momentum. You know, if you could be obsessed, like I was obsessed in Houston and in Louisiana. Like I was obsessed. In Houston I was really obsessed. And so all I cared about was being consistent and being the best. But then once I achieved all my goals and I got everything that I wanted, because I was working for something. I did enjoy the process and like getting better. Like that did give me satisfaction. But at the end of the day, I wanted money. I wanted a high rise apartment. I wanted my own shit. I wanted a car. And so once I got that, you know, the momentum slowed down. The obsession went away. So the momentum slowed down. And then you just get back to, your baseline, and once you lose the obsession and you lose the momentum, you just get back to baseline, and it's like trying to get out of quicksand. It's literally exactly like just trying to get out of quicksand, or yeah. I mean, imagine like at first you're driving racing down a racetrack in a Ferrari. Now you're on a skateboard. You're not even on a bike. You're not even on a bike. You're on a skateboard. You know what I mean? And so you really have to push to go like for at least 1 or 2 miles. Like if I had to use an actual physical analogy, it's like riding on a you go from a Ferrari to now you're on a skateboard and you're low key out of shape because that Ferrari had you sitting down. And so you have to push for like 5 miles with the skateboard just for it to feel like you're going downhill a little bit. And once it starts going downhill, you start picking up. That's when you have the momentum. The momentum goes. And as the speed builds up and you keep your balance, then that's when it'll, pop up or turn into a bike and then maybe a small car. And then, then you'll go back to the Ferrari. But yeah, losing the obsession and the momentum, everybody goes through it. It's just about the biggest thing is just being consistent. That's it. Like when you don't feel like it, like usually, like because I was obsessed at one point and I did have momentum at one point, I have proof of concept, but I also built certain habits that are part of my identity or character now. So, you know, going live on here or calling Zillow leads, it's not a hassle. It's always going to be a little bit of a chore sometimes, but it's not as big of a hassle or a big deal for me as it was back then, and it's easier to be consistent with it because it's a part of who I am now. So if you just stay consistent long enough, even when you lose the momentum and you don't have the obsession, just be a little bit consistent. It's better to be a tiny bit. It's better to do a little bit every single day than a shit ton one day out of the week. And that's the biggest issue is like when you're getting back into this, if you're trying to get back into it, don't try to overdo it. Don't try to overdo the work and then don't beat yourself up because you didn't do the most in one day. Don't beat yourself up because it's not about a streak, right? A streak of days consecutively. Like if you miss one day, you didn't break your streak. You just missed one day. Just get back up, and keep doing it. It's about doing it more days than not. And yeah, there's some science to it. It's an art. It's an art because you're dealing with laziness, your emotions, and your natural human tendencies. So it's an art to get over some of that stuff, mastering your emotions. But then it's also a science. So just practical 1 + 1 = 2, and you'll get whatever, 3 or whatever. 1 + 1 and you'll get 2. So if you just do a little bit, make one cold call, one Zillow call a day, you'd be straight. It's gonna take you longer, but it's better to be consistent than to rush it and then fall off, you know. Because then when you fall off and you start beating yourself up, now you start binging. Now it's been a week since you called anybody. Now it's going to be way harder now versus if you just didn't beat yourself up and just made one cold call the next day, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. No, I got to make a video about that, like probably today, maybe, but I still have this other video I have to edit for Instagram. But yeah, it's because I feel like that's so important, right? Because I came out here. I mean, if you watch me on Instagram, like you see me, like I was waking up at 3:30 now. I was waking up at like 2:45, and then I was at the gym at 3:30, working out with fucking Elliott Army, and then seeing Andy Elliott every day, and then just like doing that to not doing that.
So when you say you lost momentum, it was just like in a business or like just life in general, like fitness and things like that.
No, it's just me, and so I am the business. So,
Mhm.
but luckily, if you build something over time, like if you focus more on being consistent, then you're gonna build something. And if you build something, well, then it's gonna run with or without you. That's the cool part. That's the cool thing. I have a team now. So on my bad days, like they still pick up my weight. Like the machine is still going. We still closing deals every month. But no, but life is gonna lose its momentum if you stop because you are your life. This is your life. Like it's your personal reality, your life. Everything around you in your life is a reflection of like your habits and who you are and your characteristics. So yeah, the business is going to slow down. Opportunities are going to slow down. Every other things that you might find interesting in life, those will slow down if you slow down. Now, if you have momentum, like it's like a it's like one of those like NASCARs or whatever, like little toy cars. You like have to rev it up or whatever to get the wheel spinning, and then you put it down and it'll go. So same thing with momentum. You get momentum going, even when you stop, it is still going, but it's gonna slow down a little as it keeps going, and the days keep going, and you still stopped. It's gonna slow down. So that's another reason why it's so easy to lose momentum if you're not aware of those things. Like you have momentum and then you stop, but it's still going. So you're like, oh, this is easy now. Oh, I got it. It's good now. But that's a trap. It's like, don't stop doing the things that got you where you are. Like, keep doing those things. Same thing. Because slowly but surely, everything starts to fall apart. You know. But if you just keep going, just little by little, dude, little by little, and using your momentum to your advantage instead of taking advantage of it.
How often do you be doing these like group calls or whatever? Oh,
So
yeah, I was just calling.
Yeah. So look, if anybody on here on YouTube wants to join this, just click the link in the description. It's free. But for this, I'll do this like every once in a while. I don't get on here like every day. Not on Discord. I don't get on Discord every day. I try to do the YouTube lives more often than not, like majority days out the week. Like minimum 4 days a week, minimum. But no, I'll just be in here like every now and then, and I'll just alert everybody in the student chat, like if I'm going live.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do another webinar sometime next month. I just have to plan with that and get with like two other people to help me again. But yeah, probably gonna do a webinar like probably on the 22nd or something of next month. Yup. Or 20 something, 26 maybe, 20 something. I'm gonna call. I mean, unless anybody has a question, I know most of the people in here already know me, and y'all been in here for a while. But if y'all got anything to talk about or another question, I'm about to try and call these leads one more time. One more time, these Zillow leads. Try to do a better job. And literally, a lot of this is just to keep the reps in, just to be on top of my game, the sales game. Like that last call is just to get a rep in. Really, it wasn't a deal.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
I want to say this too. Just keep this in mind. Learning how to do this is not like riding a bike. You know how you learn how to ride a bike and you'll never forget how to ride a bike? Well, this is not like riding a bike. Sales is not like riding a bike. If you look up like Michael Phelps and what he did, I think it was for 3 or 5 consecutive years, like consecutive every single day, he was in the water and he trained in the water for like an hour every single day consecutively for like 3 or 5 years. And he did that because for swimmers, it's like if you spend at least one day out the water, then it's tougher to pick up your momentum the next day. So this is not like riding a bike, it's more like learning another language. Being good at sales is like learning another language. And the saying goes with languages, if you don't use it, you lose it. So even though you might have learned a whole language and you spoke fluently in it for a while, if you go to another country that does not speak that language and you live there for like 3 years, you're gonna forget you're gonna be rusty, like speaking the language. You might not forget everything, but you're gonna be rusty. So same thing with this. If you stop calling leads for like a week at a time, the next time you get on the phone to try and call a lead, yeah, you're gonna suck to your standards. Like you're gonna think you suck. So
how can I practice? Like how can I get reps in like after hours? Like say I wake up 4 in the morning and want to like get reps in, but obviously I can't call them like 4 in the morning. Or like say it's late at night and I want to get reps in. Like how can I do that with sales? Can I just like read the script?
Well, yeah, you can practice word tracks, right? So you could read the word tracks over and over and over again. Me and Ian know like we memorize like 15 word tracks, like word for word. But what you're in the Eastern time zone, right?
Mhm.
So if you wake up at 4 a.m., what I would do when I was in the Central time zone, uh, I would just wake up and then you just got to build your mind up during those hours. So if it's 4 a.m. Eastern time, yeah, you probably can't call anybody at all. So
Mhm.
you could just work on your mind. So that's reading, writing, memorizing, and watching. So watch a motivational like sit down, watch, like don't get distracted and don't scroll motivational videos. Pick one motivational video that's like 15, 20, 30 minutes long and put it on full screen so you don't click out of anything and have a notebook and a piece of paper and just take notes on the video. Like an actual educational motivational video, like the Andy Elliott or Eric Klein videos. Watch a sales call video and actually, as you're watching, take notes. Like don't just waste your time watching shit. And other than that, read a good book. So the best sales book, one of the best sales books I've ever written or ever read was the Jordan Belford book. Were you in there when we were reading that?
No.
The Way of the Wolf, The Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belford, or Traction by Gino Wickman. Those are that's a really good book on business. And then The Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belford. That's like one of the best sales books I've ever read. Period. Or Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss.
Yeah, then had never speak the difference. I actually started reading that.
So read, but every time you're reading or watching, just take notes. Don't waste your time by consuming all the time. Like if you're going to consume, like take notes and then, memorize word tracks. So write the word tracks and then say them, memorize them. That's what I would do from like an objection handler.
Okay, okay.
So, um, so that's what you could do from like 4 to 6. I mean, but like once 6:15, 6:30 comes around, I would start calling people on your time zone. I mean, I don't care. That's Florida leads, Tennessee leads, East Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio. I start calling all them at like 6:15, 6:30 if you can, right? But if you wake up at 4, yeah, that's 2 hours of working on your mind, you know, and pray. But then like once 6:30 hits, I'd call people on your time zone. And then as it gets later in the day, then you could call Central Time Zone. And then once it gets late over there by you, let's say it gets like it's 9 p.m. by you, that's only wait 9. And
It's 6 p.m. Arizona, right?
yeah, it's like 6 p.m. by me. So yeah, I'm calling people. I'm in Arizona time and I'm calling people on Eastern and Central time at 6 p.m. my time. You know, so you could definitely call people late at night. You just can't call people super early, but you could call every time zone super early, right? I probably can't call every time. I can't call the Eastern time zone super early because 4 a.m. for me is still 7 a.m. by y'all, and I have my morning meeting with my team at 6:30. So I can't call on the Eastern time zone super early, and then I still got to train. But
If I remember correctly, was the I just got to hit, was it 20 conversations and 3 offers, right? A day?
yeah, 20 conversations. I mean, I break that down in the video, the most recent YouTube video of like what that looks like. But 20 conversations, 3 offers, 1 contract a week. And you just make that a habit, dude. You just never stop doing that. Doesn't matter what it looks like, doesn't matter if it's falling through, doesn't matter if 4 contracts fall through. Like, dude, it's a part of the game. But if you just be consistent, you know, the business is going to be consistent, right? And if you be consistent with a high volume, well, then it's always going to be successful. Like you're always going to make a lot of money. But if you're consistent with the minimum amount of volume, if you're only doing 20 conversations and 3 offers in one contract, okay, yeah, you might make 5 to 10K every single month. Like facts. Like you're at least going to make 5 to 10K every single month. That's a fact. Like 10 to 15K you're going to make every single month if you could just hit those KPIs from Zillow. That's a fact. But you have to do it every day.
Mhm.
I mean, at the most you could take off Sundays. But really you want to do it every day. But if you do, fucking 40 conversations some days and then like, 6 offers and shit like that, and like you're getting 2-3 contracts a week, okay, well then you're more likely to consistently make $20,000 a month.
Got you.
Yeah, just hit those KPIs, bro. It's just boring and aggravating, and it can be stressful, but that's everything. That's everything, dude. Here, let me call this music. Yeah, this is me just getting my reps in right here.
Por favor, deje su mensaje para.
Damn, I thought they were about to answer. I was like, damn, they finally answered.
Por favor, deje su mensaje para.
The fuck?
Do you call every time zone from the same number?
Yeah, I do. Oh, come on, stop. Answer the phone. Come on. Answer for a second.
Por favor, deje su mensaje.
Whatever. John Marks, Kinston. Come on. What number was that? 0105. And then Greenville, Texas. Yeah, this one's fucking. Let me see. Oh, this one. Oh man,
Please leave your message for 4.
that shit in the ghetto right there. Yeah, this shit ghetto right here. 120, they're out of their fucking mind. 10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands. Come on, let's get one more Zillow call in. Bryan, Texas. Probably not. Oh, okay, maybe. Hold up. Wait a minute. 172. Same thing. It's so easy to run numbers like this, but yeah, just call him to see if he's willing to do it. But looks like he's gotten a lot of calls, a lot of saves. So we'll see.
This is Jake. I'm not available right now, so please leave your name. I'm not available right now, so please leave your name.
Usually don't do this. I'm gonna just create a lead though. Make a little lead real quick, just because I got his name. Do you have a CRM? Do y'all have a CRM or y'all don't use one? That is one of the most important tools that y'all could have is a fucking CRM. Y'all have to have a CRM if you're trying to be.
Yeah, I'll be using Go High Level.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, that's not a bad one. There's master bedroom is private, one car garage. That's in a workshop. Zillow notes. I think that's everything. Let me try and call Jason again. Hey Jason, I'm sorry to blow your phone up, man. I was just calling because.
Hey, so 1 second. This is Don. Actually, he's Green Tech, right?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know I was blowing your phone up a little bit. Are y'all working on the house right now?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's kind of why I was calling. I was seeing if I can make.
Yeah, I can give him the phone in a second if you want.
Yeah, that's fine. Y'all are fixing it up together?
Yes, sir.
I got you. Was this y'all do fix and flips together, or this was just inherited?
A little bit, a little bit. It, I'm not with it, but
Isaiah.
yeah. I don't know. Don't put in a standard. Hello.
Hey, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I only know your name because of the voicemail is all.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I know I was blowing your phone up. I just wanted to call you.
No, we just walked outside. No, that's good for them. No, we didn't even know that. I just walked outside and my son answered the phone because we're by the phone. So
Okay.
I didn't even know you called more than once.
Okay. Well, that's cool. That's good. But yeah, I was calling about the house. I know your son just told me real quick that you guys are painting it right now, or you're working at it right now. The one on Teton Drive.
No, this is a house I'm keeping for my kids when they go to college. That other one, I have not been out there in a long time. I've had the other one's tough. The price is on the lower end, and really just I put it a little higher than what I really planned to go with it. But the other one was supposed to be a rent to own, and my buddy who's a painter, I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to make money on his stuff, and I just don't need any more projects because I'm working on 4 right now. But yeah, that's a little different one. But there's someone living in there right now. We gave them a 60-day notice to vacate that ends June 7th. And I just, when I pick things up, I kind of go crazy, and I don't need to do that. And it's a little further north of where these other ones that I'm working on. But I was a little rambling. But no, we're not painting that house.
Okay. And you said this was your buddy's house, or?
No, it's my house. It's my house. I help people down here, and so I was gonna and he's the nicest guy in the world. I'm like, Caesar, you're gonna have to move out. And he goes, I know, I'm sorry, whatever. But where I feel bad is
he spent the money on the house, and so I don't need to profit from someone else's doing. But I call him my buddy, but he was my painter for about 4 to 5 years, and he lived in one of my rental properties for about 3 years.
Oh, okay.
So now,
That's gonna
yeah,
be
so now he's living in that house, and it was supposed to be a rent to own. So I know that's a lot of rambling and
no,
maybe use information. I don't know.
no, it's not useless. It's rent to own. Is he on the title?
No, it's all mine. No, it's all mine. And I tell them the rent to own really is just, you're renting it and you have the right to buy it.
Right.
Type of thing. And so, but no, he's not on the title or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm actually buying a house in Plano, Texas, and the owner that we're buying it from, she was doing a seller finance deal to them, and anyways, she evicted them, but now they clouded the title, and then they had like a divorce, and then like one of them got awarded the house in a divorce decree, so it's a big mess, and it caused title issues and some. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've gotten into some or where someone passed away, and
Right.
you have that. No, this is none of that. And actually, he's and I, not but he's illegal. So
Okay.
but there's nothing in his name, and they can still own, but
okay.
there's nothing in his name or anything that would mess up title. I don't think he would do anything to be mean either. Like he's
Yeah.
he's nice. It's like he's the last person in the world you'd want to get cheated because he's the nicest guy in the world. But it just if you can't pay and stuff, I've given him 9 months, and I told him I'm done with it.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with being illegal. My girlfriend's illegal.
Awesome. I've helped. I've helped a lot. I've helped a lot. It changes things a little for some people, but I've helped a lot of people that worked under me and for me. And this is the first one that is not going to work out for the person living in the house, unfortunately.
Just because well, I guess why'd you want to sell it rather than just let him rent to own until he owns it?
So he was paying. So what happened in the last year? He paid whenever he wants. And like what I tell people, and this may seem hard or not, but when I rent to people, I don't charge late fees. I don't bump their rents up. Sometimes I let them pay late. I try to help. When you own a house, or when you want to own a house, and I give you a good deal, it's a 4.2. He was paying $1,500 a month, and when you have that, I want it clean. Like I want a payment every month.
Yeah.
It could be at the last of the month. And he was, he married someone, and now they spend a little more. Hopefully, your girlfriend's not a big spender, wife not a big spender or whatever. But
moderate.
I don't know what that.
I said she's moderate in the middle, not too bad.
That's good. That's how my wife is. But no, he would pay once in every 3 months or something. He'd get behind and get caught up, and I'm like, we can't keep doing this. And so yeah, I don't want to I want to sell it because I'm going too crazy on some other fixer uppers, whatever you want to call them.
Right.
Keep them. I don't fix them, sell them, because I do it really, really well. And so I want to be able to finish these projects and I don't, I already have a couple other loans out there. So I'm just I told them in a nice way, I was just going to sell the house.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, we'd like to buy it. I don't think I really told you about myself, but so I'm an investor too. So we have a couple rental properties. We're based out of Dallas, Texas, but I'm coming from Houston. So I still have 2 rentals over in Houston. We did a few flips.
You were living in Houston for a while?
Yeah, like right next to Katy. It's in the Mission Bend neighborhood area. I don't know if you know where that's at.
Okay. Well, I'm from Brenham, so I'm pretty familiar. My brother lives in Cypress.
Okay.
But I'm familiar with Katy and the football team, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, but now we're in Dallas, but we kind of buy pretty much all over as long as the numbers make sense. Um, yeah, we had one property that we were gonna buy in Bryan, Texas, but it didn't go through because literally title issues with the siblings. Like, what? Yeah, sibling,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Siblings.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we could buy this one. So basically, how I work is we give offers sight unseen. Just ask a little bit about it. Usually, people have some pictures. We just look at those, and it'll be a little quick. And as long as it works, we send you an offer in writing. Uh, have a due diligence. Just have one or two contractors in network go out there, and we usually close pretty quick. Typically it's 30 days or less. If there's title issues or things with the title, then it might take closer to 30 days. But if title's clear and there's no issues or anything like that, then we could close sooner. But I know that you said
But
his lease ends in June 7th. So that's not that far. Yeah, that's in like
yeah, it's not that far.
like 2 weeks. All right, cool.
Yeah. So it's I gave it to him, and that's when he said it. And like I said, I could give you the like I am the most transparent. I'm an accountant, and I try to be honest. But I can give you the when we bought the property, I could give you the uh what am I trying to say? The
Inspection?
inspection report.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of let you know with everything. I will say this about Caesar. So he used to do all our paper. We built some new houses, and I'm a little crazy now, and I do most of the work because I like it done really well.
Yeah.
And if you want it done really well, you're paying a whole lot, which I get. And I just don't like the lower end stuff for the properties I keep. And so I used him a whole lot, and I realized later on, like, he doesn't really. It looks good, but he's a very cheap, but average painter, which that's good for a lot of things, right? But I guess
Yeah.
where I'm rambling to get at is when he does that with paint, he did some stuff around there, and I just don't know. You just don't know the quality of anything, right? That's the biggest thing, I guess. And so when he was, he put some. I had it all looking really, really nice, like the cell when I hooked him up. And then what he does is he puts a different color paint in every room, and then he changes one of the bedrooms from carpet to tile.
Mm,
And, and so you get that, and like I said, you could wait. I've had a lot of interest. Most people want to see it right now, and I just told them I can't. And most people know the price. It's pretty reasonable.
yeah.
But he just did a lot of those things, and I just don't want to go in there and just waste a lot of my time fixing it up just to sell it.
Yeah. So if we did want to go out there or send somebody out there, how soon? Did you just wait until he moves out?
Yeah, so we'll see. I got a guy, a buddy. So there's some wholesalers. So I buy properties and stuff. And there's one guy who he's gonna try to call him and see. I think he'll. I mean, I think he'll let him see the house. So and that's this weekend. If he does, then there's a chance you can see it earlier. I also don't know. And I don't ever hold grudges about money. I do get mad if someone messes up my property, but
Yeah.
what I was going to say is I don't know just because I gave them notice of two, I'm prepared to evict them.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
this client works hard, so I'm not. I don't know if I'm expecting him to be out, but he knows. He knows. I mean, business. And so if he's not out on that date, then I am going to evict him.
Okay. Mm,
That changes, some time, some dates, and stuff like that. So when we're talking about from now to June 7th, him being there and maybe letting him see it, and then wait until he moves out. Uh, so that it could be about what is that, about 20 days or something potentially.
yeah.
He's not the type that would be mean or cause a lot of issues. I would think if he gets a notice from the county, I would think he'd be out pretty fast.
Yeah, especially because he's illegal.
I would never do anything mean, and that's the other thing I tell my wife. I'd never do anything mean just to someone. If they've been my friend, I'm not gonna hold something and just be extra mean because I can, because they have that
Yeah.
to worry about.
Yeah.
But if you need a little extra time or something, I just have to move on.
True. And you said you live in Brno, or is how far away?
So I live here in Bryan.
Okay.
I live closer to. So I graduated from A&M, lived up in Addison for a little bit.
Okay, cool.
And
That's where
then
our office is.
we moved back down here. I worked for JP Morgan as an accountant, and crazy. Of course, as accountants are wired a little differently, right? And
Yeah.
so now, and you can't. And I realize you can't get a house perfect, but I try. But we moved back down here and have kids, and so I work on our properties. I've sometimes remodeled. There's some guys out of California that I hooked them up on a remodel on their house, and they still told to sell that one, but so I do like maintenance and remodeling and stuff.
Okay, yeah, nice. Yeah, no, I could tell you got 4 projects going on, and you're probably getting your son in the business early. He's helping you paint.
But I'm at least teaching them how to work, just in case school doesn't work out for them or whatever. But
Right.
I'm happy he's helping me.
That is good. Um, well, so my partner Ian, he's actually in the office. He's like 20 feet away, but he's in his office, and he knows I'm talking to you. He's running a CMA on it, and so basically all he's gonna do is run a CMA, like look at the comps, and then do an estimated cost of repairs. I know you don't have any
Yep.
pictures on Zillow. Do you have any pictures on your phone maybe that you could text me, like even if they're a little old?
So someone, I guess y'all can see before I answer that. Really, someone told me earlier today you can see pictures of the new shingles, the new door, and the exterior. I don't know if you see that or not. I don't
It's a
know
s-
how they saw that, because
Yeah,
I didn't
it's a
take
street view.
those pictures. I don't. I didn't take pictures of the back porch we added. Um, and I don't remember if I have pictures of the countertop. Our granite guy did some countertops in there, but we kept the cabinet. I will look at my phone tonight and see if I have any of that, um, but
So
I think I did.
what I do have,
I did.
what I do have is pictures of, I guess the last time it was sold in 2019. Is that when you bought it? 2019?
No, hold on. What year are we in? Did I buy it in 2019? I might have bought it in 2019.
Yeah, you
Yes,
probably
sir.
did. Yeah.
So what we did, I got it to where I like it, where I try to fix up all mine to where I like it, but it sells, because I'm an investor, right? So I tell my wife, we're not going to do anything on our house unless it adds value.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of money. But so we went in there, and my partner who does AC work, he put in a new AC, and we painted the walls. I bought a nice neutral color, put in the luxury vinyl plank floors from Home Depot, the higher end ones that look really nice. Um, and and then we did clean it up and just made it look really nice.
Your
And then
Archie
of course
real
kept it.
your Archie real estate group? Art guy, okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Sorry about that.
me and two of my cousins, and then a buddy of mine, and I'm the managing. They don't do anything. I do everything. But yes, sir. And so I'll look for some pictures. But I think the biggest thing, when I had a helper, he would go out there and do stuff if we needed to. Once I saw my buddy painted all the walls a different color, I just really didn't want to have any part of that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know many people that want to buy a house with loud different colors in every room. But you're decreasing your buyers. That's all I mean. But
Right. And so I guess if it's in an LLC and there's like multiple people on there, so is like all y'all have to sign, or you have to talk to everybody first?
I don't. So I think I have it set that one. Don't quote me 100%, but most of mine, they're all like people that trust me, or golf buddies from Brandon when I play golf or whatever. So they're all people from Brandon or family in all my partnerships. And so I think I have, except for my brothers, because He's controlling like me, I guess. But on this one, I have a paperwork that gives me authorization to sign to buy and sell on behalf of the partnership, and we don't need any other partners to sign it.
Okay, just you.
And as far as this one, none of mine, I've never had a problem with any of my partnerships. Everyone, I basically work for free, so they all like me as a partner. So they do, they just trust whatever I tell.
Okay, sweet. All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna try and get you an offer here. I know the main things that Ian would want to know is just like structurally, like roof, foundation, AC, plumbing, and electrical. Do you know how old the roof is, or did you ever replace it since 2019, or you kept it the same?
Yeah, it's less than 6 months old.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. New that's one of those in like full transparency. So I'm a little I do my own roof sometimes. I used to do it just because I like hammer instead of nail guns. Now I actually use the nail gun a little bit, but I don't know who did the roof. That's all I'm gonna say. So there's a new roof on there, but I mean most roofers, it's hard to mess up on single work, but
Yeah.
I just don't know the quality of the work.
Okay. And did you update the kitchen or the bathroom or the flooring?
So all the flooring was updated, yes, sir. But that was in 2020 or whatever when I was working on it. One of the bathrooms has tile. I helped with the plumbing to make sure it was done right. I didn't get a permit for that, just so you know, but when I do everything, I would guarantee the plumbing work. We do everything up to code and whatever helps me sleep at night. But there's a walk-in shower with one of the bathrooms has a glass door.
Yeah, is that original from when you bought it? The glass door, because it's like gold around.
What's that?
The bathroom glass sliding door, is that the same one from when you bought it? Because I see one on the pictures here from the 2019. It's like gold on the.
No, one of them, yeah, one of them's brand new. I think the one you're talking about is brand new because I don't think both of them had that. I think only one had that. But no, it's a brand new one. We use an company who does a good job, and so that's who put the new one in there. It has that. I don't know how you call it, but it has that half the portion that's locked in, doesn't move, and then you have the other half with the door, and you just walk in.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You got a little fireplace. I guess still popcorn ceiling throughout.
I don't think we scrape the popcorn. So if you say popcorn, that's probably so. In my apartment in the Northgate area by we scrape that and scrape all the texture off. But I do believe that still has the popcorn in it.
Okay. And the little garage, that's still there? Is that in pretty good shape, or does the roof need to be replaced on that, or does the garage door work?
You mean that little back shed?
Yeah.
Or the garage?
Oh no, the shed.
But yeah, I don't know. So that's a neat big shed. But I don't know. I did not look to see if there's new shingles on that shed. But I know it on the house in the one car garage there are shingles.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know if those were updated over there yet.
Okay. And you said you haven't been here in a while. You mean like a couple months you haven't been there, or like a year?
So I have not because it's just I have not been inside the house. He would call me whenever he needed some help with something, and I help my friends. But I hadn't been over to his house inside for about 2 years, probably.
Oh wow.
As far as I went in, the only reason I went out there and saw the shingles is because I posted that 60-day notice. And that's when he contacted me right away and all that. So, like I said, it's kind of weird. It's doing something kind of mean, but we have a good relationship.
Yeah.
I'm not hateful, but I'm doing something difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's not easy.
I went out there April 7th, and that's when I saw the shingles and all of that. But otherwise, I've not been in the house. in the last.
Yeah, I think there's a quote somewhere that says, if you think having difficult conversations is hard, wait till you see the consequences of not having them. Yeah. So that's
And I learned from her, one of my bosses at Old Goodwin, they're a big commercial real estate company here, and he's an intense guy, plays in the NFL. But also, people respect you when you're just upfront and honest, and
right.
not in a mean way. But I think and I tell people, I'm like, listen, you have to be honest, and if someone doesn't respect you for just trying to be nice and honest, and then communicating also sometimes fixes most of the issues. And so normally I don't have issues because we try to communicate. But sometimes life happens.
No, that's true. Yeah, life happens, but community. Yeah, like you said, being honest and upfront. Some people respect you more if you're not a yes man, but you tell the truth and you're upfront.
Yeah.
Just honest.
Yeah, yeah, and especially if you just don't say things one in front of them and say other things behind them. Like I try to just be completely honest. That's why I told him in a nice way. I'm like, I'm just either I'm sorry, our relationship is kind of done right now.
Yeah. No, that's not easy. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it in the end. Is
Yeah. Did you have I don't know if you were trying to wait for him. Like I told you, I mean I think there was a bid that came in at 140.
Okay.
Where I'm at, and just so you know, if you have any questions or whatever, you can text me. Or call. I gotta finish a couple things here, but 140 was too low for me. But so where I'm at is if I don't get what I would say is a reasonable offer for what I need to kind of get out and just kind of wash my hands and be even, then I would just evict him and then either get some guys that I've used to do work for me or me go out there myself, clean it up, do what we need to do, and then just list it with a realtor. I have a couple friends. Actually, one of my partners is a realtor, but um, so I don't know, but I know y'all got to do something to make money and all that. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't 140. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I could see if we could come in above that. I mean, if we were to pay all cash and even cover all the both sides of the closing costs. I mean, where would you say you like absolutely need to be at?
so it's terrible I say this because I don't know where I need to be, meaning I need or want to be. Um, I know, I am used to paying for it. At the end of the day, whether you pay closing costs or I pay closing costs, I always recalculate that back into the price that I need. So I always just, as a seller, pay closing costs in the normal seller fees.
Yeah.
I would need to look. I really, I told someone at Century 21 today, in I'll change the number for you. I told them 155 to 160. We get 1,500 on that. It might be 150 to 160. I don't know. Somewhere in there, but I would minimum. I don't think I would do anything for less than 150 because I know the market. If you're flipping it, that's where it's tough for y'all not being local. If you're renting it, I think it's easy because, these 2 bedrooms where I'm at right now rent for 1,200. So people can cash flow or someone wants to live there. But flipping it would be pretty difficult at that price I'm asking probably.
We probably for this. It just depends on what Ian says, but he should have an offer for me. But we might take it as a rental. It just depends. I'd have to talk to him, but if we did get to a number, let's say closer to what you said you need, I mean, is this something that you'd be okay with making a decision on today? I mean, obviously we got to wait to close, right? Even if we close with the team.
Well, you may say that. I here's my poor realtor. I don't think I would not make a decision today. I just couldn't stomach that. What I would do. I always I've I've terminated deals for my tenants when they were great deals for me just because such and such. I would quit taking calls but I would at least need to sit down with Caesar one more time.
Yeah.
Just let him know where we're at, and you know, because at this point, if he can't come up with money, um, you know, there's no option for him. But I would at least want to, before I said yes to you or signed anything, I would want to sit down with him, with someone who could translate for me or whatever.
Yeah. And is
It would be the only holder.
yeah? And is that to just see if he could catch up on the rent and like you can continue renting it to him or?
No, I'm done. No, my buddy Hector Aguilar thought, you know, it just sounds crazy because and my partner, my cousin, no, I'm really done. So there's nothing like it. I was gonna maybe give him a chance if he came up with 35,000. So we still owe 35,000 on the note. And then I was gonna see, my dad has a lot of money. I was gonna see if my dad or mom wanted to help someone out and finance it to him. But no, I'm done. Like,
Okay.
we have projects that I just really need to invest in and do stuff. So
Okay.
helping someone is really, in this situation, it's not a win-win. By helping him, I'm hurting myself probably.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. I've been in that position
yeah.
before for sure. So you made your mind up that you're already selling it like 100%.
I'm 100% done with the house,
Okay.
and I own it. So I
So I guess so I guess even if we were to come like much closer to your asking price, like even at hypothetically if we were at it, I mean, what would be the next thing you feel like you have to figure out before accepting an offer like that?
I would need 2 days to fact. I would just need to go to him. Like, if somehow okay, let me just, is it thinking out loud?
Yeah.
If somehow someone that's illegal can come up with 155, 160, 150, whatever, right? If he can somehow come up with that money, then I would give it to him. But I mean, if we're being honest, there's no chance of that. Like there's 2% chance of that.
Right.
Like, if that would have been an option, he would have already come to me with that option. So,
Yeah.
but I think so that I could sleep when I'm talking to the people at church. I'm real active at church, and so I just I
That's good.
just sleep better knowing that I just communicated one last time to him before signing the document.
Okay.
And also, I mean, you're going to want to see that. Like, I think it just also makes a lot of sense because you want to leave on respectful terms.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like the type that would ever, like, I used to yell at him for paint jobs. I'm like, Steve, this is terrible. I don't want to see drips on the wall or such and such. And he was super nice, like, so so I don't expect him to be mean, but you just, I think it's also me being respectful to him helps the chances of us getting a house that is in the condition it's in now, and not someone like the mean people before they get foreclosed. They break into the house and and do things to ruin it.
Now my aunt and my uncle got a divorce one time, and it was my uncle's house, and before she left, yeah, she definitely ruined that house, dude.
Yeah. When you come to Michigan, I can definitely see, that's a little, but like this one, I've never done anything. But yeah, when it's domestic, that gets tough because, that's a long relationship.
Yeah. Well, let me do this.
Yeah.
Before I hang up the phone, I just want to get an offer for you. Leave you with a number. I know you said you're not going to make a decision today, but I could at least give you a number, and then if it sounds good, if you want to see it in writing, then I could send it to you in writing to your email. What's a good email for you?
You can send it. I have a one that's J911 JNUTT11 at hotmail.com. But can you give it to? I just really need to clean my pink stuff. My son only works till 6. I work a lot longer, but we added a bedroom over here for this girl, and they already live here. Could I just get with you later this evening, or
I'm actually about to leave the office, but I could give you the offer right now. But it's J and then NUTT11 at hotmail.com.
Yes, sir.
And that's the best one.
Yeah, that's the best one for me to share. Yeah, I get some. So you're actually calling my second cell phone, and that's my kind of dummy. email. Those are just the best ones for a lot of this when it's like Zillow and everything related. But yes, sir.
Okay.
That's a good one.
And then one last thing before I get that, because he's gonna want to know this. It has central AC and heat?
Yeah, we get also. I think we put a 3. I'd have to find out. It is a Goodman. I've never had problems with Goodman, but we put the new lines. Has a new AC. I don't know if it's a heat pump though. I'm gonna lie. No, none of these AC guys down here like heat pumps. But it is. It's the AC was installed in 2020 or 2021, and I don't know the size, but if it's smaller, then I'll let him talk me into it. But it is a new AC unit.
Okay. All right. I know you gotta go. I'm about to give you this offer. Let me just go grab you in like really quick. It's gonna be like 20 seconds, literally. And I'm gonna just get his CMA and the offer, and I'm gonna give that to you, and then we could just go from there. I'm gonna let you go. Okay. Just so give me 2 seconds, and I'll just put you on a silent hold really quick. Okay. All right. I'm gonna be right back. All right. Hold on.
Hey, can you turn this on? One more time. Sorry, what time is it?
I don't even know where Ian is. Look, I could give him 150. Why can I give him 150 though? If I just said it has to be less than 150. Well, when I look at these comps, right here, boom, look at this. These are all this is 41 results, and this is in 90 days. So this is a hot area, especially this side of the interstate. And then when I look at them, right, this is our little neighborhood right here. Ours is a 4216. Let's look at these comps. 3213 sold in March, 180. Probably a fixer upper, is it? Let's look at it. Can't tell. Boom. 3212, 231. 3212, totally outdated, piece of crap, sold at 170.
Yeah.
3215, fixed up, 266. 3213, fixed up, 270.
Oh, you want to try? Hey,
You trying to get in?
We'll look at one of those works real quick. It might be those. That's the one in huh? Yeah, they're different sizes. Are they different sizes? Maybe they're
All right. Well, you can't be a single voice.
Yeah. I don't think they're different sizes.
Jason, you still there?
Hey,
You still there? Yeah. Sorry that took so long. Oh, go ahead.
I didn't get your name. You probably told me, but I don't hear it the first time. What's your name?
My name's Isaiah.
Isaiah. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna just send you my contact info right now.
Yeah.
And is this the best number to text you? I know you said you have 2 phones.
Yeah, the best number I take text, and this is yes, right. Yeah, it is. It is. Yes, sir.
All right, so I was talking with Ian. He's still on another call, but he did do the CMA and everything for me. Just based off everything you told me, keep in mind it's going to be as is sale, so we're not going to ask for any concessions or ask you to fix anything like that. We'll take it as is. And obviously we do want it to be vacant at closing, but I know you said that he's going to move out on the 7th, but if there's more time that's needed for him to move out or whatever, that's okay. And look, if we talk to him and he's like seems like genuinely reasonable, like we could buy it and still give him like a 2 or 3 days to like actually move out if he needs it.
Right.
That way, you're not worried about it. It's closed and everything already. But
yeah.
And then we would cover all the closing costs on our side and your side, so you don't have to come out of pocket for anything, and no realtor commissions or anything. But for this, we're looking at a cash offer of $151,568.
So yeah, that's funny you say that. What was just all the numbers, all the extra pennies and dollars? But y'all probably have y'all system and stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
so it's a
okay,
pretty accurate number.
yeah, that's I no, I just thought that was funny the extra numbers. Um, let me okay. I mean, like we were talking, I think that's really close. And when I say really close, I mean I could do a deal on that. Like I don't ever um like to say one thing or another until I sit down and kind of look at numbers and different things. But I think that could definitely be pretty close to what it would take for me to pull the trigger.
Is there anything?
I'll go, well,
Go ahead.
um,
Oh, I was just gonna say, is there anything or any reason why it wouldn't be a deal for you?
just if you know, in crazy ways, we always come up with numbers that we need. Sometimes it's when I'm selling a stock, it's almost like you don't want to sell for a loss. Now, sometimes you regret that later on or whatever, but each person has little things that hold them up. Mine, I think the biggest thing would just be to see if that number. I need to look at some things as far as what he's paid and all that, what I put into it, and then just make sure that number kind of hits my break even. Because for whatever reason, I don't know if you can tell talking to me, I'm not trying to profit on Caesar or anything else. I'm just trying to get my break even and get out of there. If that's a little below the break even, I might live with that as well. I just want to go home, look. I put everything on QuickBooks, so I do the accounting. And so maybe tonight during the Aggie baseball game or whatever, I just want to look at my numbers and look at your number. And then also maybe, I guess closing costs for 1,000 or something. So, but figure all that in and just kind of see where we're at. But I mean, it seems very possible and doable.
Okay. Well, I guess let's do this because I don't want to lose the momentum. If you go home tonight and look at numbers and run everything, I mean, when do you think you'd feel comfortable, accepting that, and then, we put up earnest money, go to the title company and things like that?
Yeah, I think
And
Saturday or so. I work all the time. I guess y'all might I don't know what your schedule is, but I
same
could
thing.
say Saturday, Sunday, Monday, just go ahead and get this done. I would be if not tomorrow, then Sunday. Hopefully tomorrow evening. How about that?
Okay, tomorrow evening. All right. And that's going to give you time to talk to everybody. Like, I know you said you make the decisions, but I'm sure you still want to talk to maybe your cousin, like you said, or the other members.
No, I don't. No, I make like I put in extra money when we need it. I included them. So I've been doing real estate since I moved back. And even when I was in college, I was in real estate. My dad was a banker, and so I've been in this. I included my cousins to help them, but so they let me. So I would not talk to any of my partners. The only person I would talk to is Caesar,
Okay.
possibly, but I wouldn't talk to any of my partners.
And you think you would talk to Caesar tomorrow?
I think I would talk to him. He works more than I do, but I do think it's beneficial for myself to talk to Caesar. Yeah, I would shoot for talking to him sometime tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, sweet. I'll let my team know everything you said. Usually we just because we're making so many offers, I'm genuine when I say this, like we usually keep our offers good for like 24 hours because we're trying to hit a quota of how many houses, but I'll tell them that, you're going to talk with the
Yeah,
tenant and you should know something, by tomorrow evening. I'll give you a call around maybe the same time, like 5:30, 6 o'clock. You think that works?
yeah. And shoot me a text also if you don't mind. I am going to be working because I'm helping move some tenants of mine that used to. So someone's moving back to one of my places, um, but if you at least if I don't answer, shoot me a text. But I answered this when I knew it was Dallas, so I'm not trying to answer all those crazy numbers.
Right.
But if anything, if I don't answer, just shoot me a text.
Okay. Did you get my text message with all my info?
I haven't looked, but I imagine you sent it. I actually think my phone's been blowing up since I've been rambling with you, but I'm sure here. Let me. Yep, I see your name. I sure did.
Okay, sweet. And you sure you don't want me to call another number? Because you said this is getting blown up. I hate getting lost in the weeds or going to a bidding war.
You won't get lost. No, yeah, 100%. You won't get lost. This is all. It's all good.
All right, sweet. I'm gonna tell my team that you'd probably make a decision tomorrow, late tomorrow evening, and then if everything looks good, hopefully we could do business then and close like maybe on the 8th or the 9th.
That sounds great.
All right, sweet.
I appreciate it. Good talking to you, and I got to run.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jason. Talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you. Guys. Bye. You need a wrench? You need a wrench?
Wah, wah, wah. Well, let's see. You never know. Follow up tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. CST. General notes. Gonna talk to his tenant Caesar first to let him know that he's moving forward with selling it. Tenant should be out by June 7th. All right, so that's an opportunity. Let's see here. Hot follow-up, contact, boom. I'm gonna say cash. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I still fumbled the ball. 1000% I fumbled the fucking ball. So it's like what, 3:30 my time, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 3:30 my time. Follow up. I'm gonna put that in sales pipeline.
That's still too high.
It's not too high necessarily. It's too high for a cash offer. So the plan is to fucking get his ass under contract, still market it, because either way, the market's hot, and this piece of shit house. Where's the piece of shit house at? This piece of shit house sold this month. It sold a few days ago. Sold 10 days ago. I'm not sure, but it says it was listed. It was pending at 160, and that's way less square footage. Let me see.
They put it for 170.
That's one.
Yeah, that's 20.
What's good?
What's up, yeah?
I just got off the phone with this hot ass lead. So that Hiram Alexander guy, that Facebook one, he finally answered. And like, bro, that was my best call in a long time. Like, I really built that connection with him. And I was on the phone with him for an hour, dude. And I mean, I was just really trying to push him. He's super motivated, but he signed a contract with somebody on April 14th. Hasn't heard from them since, and he's trying to just gamble and hope that it closes on the 15th. And I'm like pushing him, like, dude, we both know that's not going to happen, but he doesn't want to take a lower number for now. But I just got to keep pushing him.
Yeah, so when I look at
like,
go ahead.
like wholesale.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the person signed a contract with, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so this house, totally outdated, window AC units. It did sell for 170 this month, 10 days ago. So I mean, our house is way better than that and bigger. Yeah, like, so I don't know if these are new builds or what. Yeah, so new builds are going for like 275, 280. But all in all, worst case scenario, it probably needs like a 15K price drop. 10 to 15K price drop, sell it at 150. I think easy it'll sell at 150, but you know, but besides that, the market is so hot, dude. The market is so hot, and because it's so hot, people are willing to overpay. You know, So I think, yeah, I can find a cash investor for 160. If I had it on the market all day, I'd sell it at 160, 170. All day. All day, dude. But this looks like a really good little area, a little pocket. Yeah, dude. They got all these new builds. You know, if I talk to pennies on the dollar cash investors, then, you know, they're probably going to want it at like probably like 140 or something. But I'll do it. So what I'll do is, anyway, it's a deal. It's a deal worth working. 100%. It's a deal worth working. You know, it's built in 1978, not too old. New roof. That's a plus. That's a bonus. Plumbing should not be copper. That's a fucking bonus. Most it needs is some cosmetic work. So, yeah.
On top of that, the sellers seem pretty nice.
Yeah, seller seems pretty cool, pretty reasonable. So I'm gonna say follow up with Ian. Yeah, I'm gonna say follow up call with Ian. So, nah, definitely I'm hella rusty though. I am hella rusty, but you know, shit, just an hour 43 minutes. I was training all day. I was training till 1 o'clock. That's true. Still 2 offers, 1 opportunity, 3 leads created.
You text the one for me real quick, so I can't text from your phone number.
What is it?
Me lady, or just go to new leads. One that said to call her around 6. Can you just say, like, respond to that text that she sent you and say, like, hey, you know, one of our representatives just tried reaching out from this number or something.
Shit, let me call right now.
Or you try.
She never answered. It was ringing.
Yeah. I might double down her. I was gonna call her again right at 4.
So this is the lady in my please with the
I'm gonna say, hey, milady. One of our representatives should be calling you here shortly. Is now still a good time? Question mark. Oh shit. Okay. It's now still a good time. All right, sweet. All right, I think that's it for this live. Go back to that lead. Jason, got it. Yep, that's cool. That's cool with me. Yeah. And then I have a copy of the contract you sent me, and it said verified through email. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up. Dude, I gotta put out some fucking fires. But yeah. Y'all have any questions or y'all want to talk about something before I end this live? And look, if any of y'all want to join this Discord, it's free. Just it's in the description, the link to join. But y'all want to say anything or not? Or give an update on how y'all doing?
I'm about to close my first novation deal.
Okay, sweet.
It's in Ambia, Indiana. It's in the middle of nowhere, but I'm closing it with Novation King.
Okay. Sweet. Wow. How much are you expected to make?
It's a 47K spread, but I'm gonna make me and Abel splitting it. Probably like make like 11, 10K on it.
Each?
Yep.
Okay. That's not bad. That's like actually really good. Wait, so how'd you get it to Able and Ovation King?
Able had connected with Innovation King.
Oh, you never knew who that was?
Didn't even know who that was. I followed him, but I never knew who he was.
Okay, well, there you go. Shit, yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, dude. Yeah, don't fucking blow the money. Don't be like Anthony over here and fucking blow it ball out and then like lose all the momentum. I'm just joking. Nah, but for real, make sure you just steward that money properly, Save it. If at the very worst, save it, dude. At the
Yeah,
very
that's what I'm gonna do. I wanna stack it and make close more deals and like pick up my momentum.
yeah, pick up your momentum. And then, once you have like, 30, anywhere from 30 to $50,000, then I'd say like, and you still have the momentum, you still have the skill set, you're still, pretty cool on the phones and you have a pipeline, like then that's when I'd say like start investing into some marketing. But if you have 10K, don't blow it on some fucking random marketing that you don't even know how to work and you've never used before.
Right.
Just seriously, genuinely, dude. It's so easy to blow $10,000 nowadays is like $5,000 back in, you know, 2010. Probably like $100. I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say like $100.
Yeah, seriously, dude. I'd say nah, 10,000 nowadays is like $1,000 back then. That I feel like that's a better estimate because it's like a 10x, right? So $1 million to like $1 million back in 2010 is like $10 million today for sure. And like $10 million today is like $100 million back in 2010 or whatever. Or you know what I mean. What are you about to say,
Yeah.
Anthony?
I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah, it's so easy to spend 10K, bro. Yep.
Shit go fast, man.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah, facts. So yeah, stack it at the very least, and don't pay anybody for marketing. Don't pay a retainer. Don't do any of that shit. Don't pay Facebook. Just like save it, and then that's fucking it. And then keep building up the skill set and the momentum to where you have at least $30,000. Then once you have $30,000, like I'd say spend 5K on a coach if you can get one. That's what I did. I made like 20. I had like 20K or 25K, and I spent 5K on the coach. And then he taught me how to do text blasting marketing, diligently. And then that's how I made that $100,000 deal, right? Rather than just spending it everywhere and trying to figure it out on my own. And yeah, even paying somebody for marketing, it's not worth it. Like, because Facebook, you got to pay somebody like a $2,000 retainer fee. Like, fuck that. Fuck that.
you can really just make static images and just fucking post the ads yourself. You don't even gotta pay nobody for that.
Yeah. So, yeah, just keep building the momentum. That's good. Twan, I'm proud of you. Yeah. Fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to Facebook and Zillow right now. That's what I've been doing. I found that lady on Facebook.
There you go. Yeah. Facebook's fucking awesome. Zillow's awesome. Those are the two go-tos, most essential tools you can have in your tool belt right now. Trying to build up your business is Facebook and Zillow, 100%. So, all right, cool. All right, y'all. Sweet. Appreciate y'all for just tuning in for real. I don't know when I'm gonna be back on Discord again, but I'll at least probably do a live tomorrow, I think. But definitely gonna do it at least 4 times a week. And then try to finish editing this video today, and then have a call with a student in like 1 hour or 30 minutes.
Yo, bro, what do your follow up protocol look like?
So, you know, so if I go on the lead I just had, right, I just put a task for tomorrow. So always having tasks in your CRM is number one. And then depending on, what the status is, so I put this in my pipeline. It's an opportunity. It's on my pipeline, so with this CRM, and I'm sure you could do it with Go High Level, you can make lists based on the statuses or opportunities. So this is the sales pipeline, me and Ian, I think. Yeah, me and Ian. So we got 15 leads in here. So I'll probably go through here, like, at least once or twice a week, just skim through, follow up with everybody. And then if they're in the cold, that's like probably like once a month or once every 2 months or a month and a half. Warm leads, probably go through that, 2 times a month. Hot follow up, probably do that like once a week, something like that.
You make an offer and they like immediately reject it. How often do you follow up? Like the next week or?
It just depends on how the call went. It all depends on how the call went. I used to put a task for everybody, but I found over time, once you start building enough momentum and you start getting a lot of fucking leads, you'll end up spending time on leads that there's no hope. So, if they immediately reject it, then I just put it in the cold follow up list, and then I just scrape that list like once a month or once every 2 months, you know, or I'll send a drip campaign to that list is what I'll do. Um, Other than that, yeah, it just depends on how the call went. So for that guy, Jason, that I just got off the phone with, you know, it's tomorrow at 3 p.m. my time. Um, you know, if I give him an offer of 120 something and something else, just because of the call went so cool and he was a cool guy, I'd still probably call him the next day and then, try to pitch Novation to him. It just depends on how workable the lead is. But yeah. Yeah, just stay tuned. Just watch more of the YouTube videos, and then watch more of the lives, but also I'd say 100% watch some of the YouTube videos, like the full course that I uploaded, and just pay attention to some of the nuances I say, because I just talk about a lot of the nuances in that video. Like I go over like the phases of how to get to $15,000 a month consistently, like the steps and the phases that you go through to get to 15K a month consistently. But I also talk about like some of the nuances, like some of the things to watch out for, some of the things to not do, and some of the things that you should do more of when getting to 15K a month. It's simple, but it's not easy. So I know in the video it's kind of long. I probably rant a little bit in some of them, but I think everything I said was like valuable. It was like good points. But take notes, like I said, and take some of the free game that I gave today. If you're waking up at 4 a.m., use that time to just work on your mind. And then as soon as like 7 o'clock hits your time, start calling Eastern time zone. Then, as soon as 8 a.m. comes around or 9, start calling Central time zone. And as it gets later in the day, you start calling the Eastern time zone, whether that's just because of practice or you're actually looking for a deal. But the more reps you get in, the better you get, and the more prepared you are for when a real opportunity comes. If I'm closing deals every single month from Zillow for sale by owner, there's no reason you can't either. Like genuinely. So, yeah.
That's true.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
See y'all next time.
Yeah, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If y'all want to join that Discord, it's literally free. Just click the link in the description and you could get in there whenever I'm on live and I'm sharing my screen and everything. That way you can see what I'm doing. If you have any leads that you want to JV with me on, just click the link in the description, fill out the JV form, and I'll take a look at it and then I'll give you a call. But yeah, if you guys have any leads or deals under contract that you need help finding a buyer on, just fill out the JV form, send it to me, and then I'll give you a call immediately after I look at it. Other than that, make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and share this with anybody who you think might get some value from it. See y'all next time.